So, hi everyone, this is going to be your Rumi message. So, I didn't do one yesterday on the 3rd of August, so this is, I suppose it's for missing out yesterday, although, yeah, it doesn't really matter because they're timeless. But just in case people are finding that they're in real time, because I know lots of people do feel that they apply in real time, including myself, definitely when the messages are coming up about play. In fact, if you are new to me and you don't tune into the shorts, oh shit, that just reminded me, I'll publish today's shorts. Oh, actually, I will. That means something, guys, because I've just remembered the shorts for today was kind of juicy for whoever that applies to. Right, okay. So I'm pretty sure it was definitely about, it was someone coming forward with truth, actually. So obviously it's not going to be every single twin flame connection, but it was, yeah, I'll go and publish that after this. Anyway, that means something that I hadn't published it yet and I'd forgot until I pressed record. I don't want to make this too long because I actually don't know how much memory I've got on my phone. So yes, as the hashtag all days, nothing to do with age, that's people that have followed me on our journey, not just my journey, but if you followed me on for how long I've been online, like I say, it's about 7 years. It was my 7-year anniversary of crystal clear visions on the solstice, but like I say, the YouTube was actually wait a minute, it was 7 years on here too. Yeah, so just 7 years, yeah, because the YouTube anniversary was the 29th. Anyway, who's counting? 144. So there's something about time here too, me going on about time. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Right, so what I was going to say is I'm in my bed, right? And I actually, personally, whenever I watch these back, I quite like the ones where I'm in my bed because I'm even more chill. I mean, I'm so chill I can be horizontal when I'm like this. Otherwise, I'm like a hyper kid and you'll see me and that's, you know, like for instance, the last ones where I've been on camera, I've been very extra because I've got a Leo midheaven, and Leo midheavens are about being extra, guys. It's about being in the public eye. It's about being a loving leader with a lot of fun because you got to help a lot of people. 222, these are all very, by the way, these are all very twin flame numbers, romantic numbers. Yeah, that's quite funny because it's like I'm looking away and then I keep looking down at the numbers. And remember, when I'm calling them out, I'm drawing your attention to it too, so it's an activation in itself. And if you're new to me, this is specifically when I started to spiritually awaken more on my ascension process. It was the numbers that that woke me up. I call them activation codes rather than angel numbers. Somebody must be watching this. This is quite new to this because they're making me. So basically, like I always say, the only one that I trust, because I truly do believe she is a twin flame, is the Joanne Sacred Scripts. Now, obviously, lots of you know that, right? Because you'll have either kind of woke up, for lack of better terms, around the same time, or if you followed me on the Facebook for the past however long, it might have been me that had mentioned like, oh, this is the only one that I trust, because I did literally regurgitate it for years. But whatever it is, however you came across that, free Ascended Masters, if you are new to this and you want to check, now this is what I always say, this is the guidance I've always had. It's not going to work if you write the number down and check it later on after you finish your work or after you finish meeting your pal for coffee or something. Look right in the moment. Stop what you're doing and look in the moment. Obviously, within reason, guys. If you're driving or something, leave it and park the car and shit like that. This is so funny because I'm totally channeling the energy so I'm not as extra anymore, although we're still in Leo season, so I will be extra. Notice I've not even pulled a card yet, but if you really pay attention, this is the energies. I'm still going to be extra because we're in Leo season, but I'm not as extra because Mercury, planet communication, has now shifted into Virgo, and that's very sensible, it's very practical, it's very analytical. I personally am getting huge downloads that this may be quite a good thing for the divine masculines, regardless of sex, gender, that are meticulously planning to come forward. Remember, Virgo is also, this is so interesting because I was literally just explaining this to someone yesterday. 444, now angels are with you. That's also like planning, perseverance, I would say too, is what I'm talking about. Like firm foundations. Heart chakra, yeah, I was literally explaining Virgo energy to someone yesterday because that's their rising sign, and I was like, look, you know, it's the healer, it's health, it's healing, it's well-being, it's routine, it's ritual. It's also procrastination. It's like not starting something because you want it to be perfect. It can be crippling procrastination, really, and or just like, you know, overly, like I've known Virgo placements to be overly obsessed with cleaning. I fucking wish that was my problem. Mine's is more like how it works with me is I'm always like, when I do that, this is gonna be fucking amazing. When I do that, it's gonna be fucking amazing. I know how to do it. I just, when I do it, it'll be amazing. That's always my thing. So like I always describe it as delayed gratification. I'd even say, to be honest with you, obviously with twin flames, it's got a lot to do with the other person. So it's not just all about when you want it. 555 big changes, though. This is channeling the energies. These are union readings, by the way. If you've just come across me, they're all union readings. Some of them are a couple hours long, some of them are fucking 3 hours long. Just go and sort of look at the titles in the middle of the title, because I've used the same sort of word in it, you know, and then in the middle it will have the sort of theme. Just trust your intuition and see which one you're led to, because these are all strong union energies building up to the 8th of the 8th, the Lionsgate portal. So we're only 5 days away from it right now. Wait a minute, 4 days away from it. Yeah, 4 days away. Which is why I wanted to do one effectively, you know, for yesterday. Although they're not in real time, if that makes sense. So, what else, guys? Wow, it's coming through really fast again. Yeah, so Virgo energy can be, planning, practical, but you can fall into like overly analytical, you know, over analysing, you know, so but I really do feel for some people it's like it's going to be a good thing, because it's like, right, I've planned this, everything's in place, now I just need to take the action. So the thing that people will need to lean into is to just fuck it, let's go, like, you know, do the action. And that's why I'm good at getting people to just take a step forward, no matter how, whether it's a big one or whether it's a baby step, because every single step moving forward makes a world of difference if you stayed stuck for a very long time, which the people I tend to attract are like that. Don't lie, you know it's true. And if you've been making steps forward lately and you've been hanging around, you know, I would dare say it's probably because you either literally consciously done the challenge or you tapped into the energy of it. Because if you're part of the soul family and you're watching this, even if you've just come across the channel, I really do strongly feel that everybody that I'm meant to help, because it's interesting, I'm getting drawn to things to do with like, it's hard to explain, but like, you know, being a family of like light workers, light warriors, it's like, because time is an illusion, I really do feel at this time the planet I've agreed to step up as a way shower, as a loving leader, you know, to guide the way, which is why I'm pretty much sure I'm going to be, well, I do show up every day, even if it is just a minute. I show up every day, like pre-recorded, like, because that's sometimes I have just done it on the day, but now I'm a bit smart about it. But you know what I'm saying, it's like there's something there to sort of guide people, and it is scary how the shorts add up to these other longer daily ones that I do. Because when I channeled about children and then our child the other day there, when, you know, long story short, you know, my niece, something happened to my niece, and then I was guided to send healing. I was guided to record a children's video, which again, if you do have children, you're interested in my children's work, yeah, just ask me about that, because those videos are unlisted just now. I will publish that one that I done. Yeah, I probably will publish that one because it was mine, you know, I channeled it. The other ones I was like reading a story and you're not really, anyway, long story short. So what else? Yeah, so anyway, yeah, healing. It's about healing. The Leo quality is about coming from the heart, having fun, and the Virgo energy is the healing, health. So that's where Mercury is right now, okay? So that, like I say, it could go well for some people that feel like they've prepared and planned, and now they just need to take practical action. It might hold some people back because they might fall into procrastinating about how to communicate. So we're clearly channeling divine masculines, whether this is a man, woman, whatever you identify as, divine masculines that want to contact their twin flame. That's what it feels like. So let's see. Oh shit, right, now I see why they've made me say all of that. We're in the, and we're in the very last of Libra moon right now. Love, peace and harmony, balance. And obviously twin flames are about the balance of the yin and yang. And then we'll move into deep, intense Scorpio moon. So I wonder if the card will be deep and intense. 10 is endings, which reduces to 1, which is new beginnings. 10 is, I always see 10 as like the liminal space. You're not quite at the end, you're not quite at the beginning, you're kind of in between. And right now, as I'm in my bed, I'm actually having a Love Island marathon. I'm catching up. I'm sure that's got other innuendos in it, but they're drawing me the word believe as well, so I feel a lot of people are in this energy of just believing that this can happen. I'm watching the Love Island, I'm not even at the final, I'm just watching the Love Island last few episodes, so me and Charlotte should be the only one that have been getting involved and talking about that the whole way, but I'm sure there'll be other people from the UK that have been watching too that will have been either agreeing or disagreeing when we've been talking, but yeah, still literally have not seen anything, so I've been quite good about not going on Google. So I'm excited to watch that. And right, so talking of, procrastinating, about timing and blah, 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 blah. Magical little story I'll try and keep short because I'm amazed this 11/11. I'm amazed this 11/11 is about Make-A-Wish. So long story short, right, I was looking after my niece, right, it's always really magical, and it was magical in the sense that she's a nightmare for letting you wash her hair. Like, she never lets, like, well, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a fight to do it, basically, for, like, my mum and dad and, like, her mum and dad and blah, 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 right? So anyway, and even me, like, even when I've said to do it, like, she's like, no, do you know what I mean? And then it's not such a big deal for me because she's only staying with me the one night, 11:44. So anyway, long story short, what am I doing there? Yeah, she agreed to it, right? And her hair's, like, really, it's beautiful, like Annie. It's, like, she's got beautiful curly red, ginger fiery red hair. So much so that wherever we are, I'm not shitting you, we were out at a cafe last, was it Friday or something? I think it was Saturday. And people were just, I can't remember what day it was, doesn't matter what. It was a Leo new moon, it was Thursday, that was it. It was a week ago today. People were just staring. Like, they were point blank, just like this woman, and I thought, does she recognise me from, like, I didn't, honestly, my first thought is she followed me online, but because she was staring at me that badly, I thought either she bats for the other team and that's fine, listen, and she's appreciating what she sees. I'm getting it a lot these days. I'm lapping it up because Venus won't be there, because my Venus won't be getting hit forever, you know what I'm saying? But it turned out she was staring at my niece's hair, so hilarious. And then she came over and she was like, sorry, I didn't mean to be staring. She was like, it's just, your hair is gorgeous. And I was just like, no, we get it all the time, because it was just me that was sitting there with her at the point. Like, my mum and my sister had pissed off to the gift shop, that kind of thing. That gift shop was amazing, actually. Anyway, blah blah blah. So I'd washed her hair, right, absolutely beautiful, right, so that was a miracle. So again, if anybody's really struggling with their kids' behaviour and just need a bit of relaxation or anything like that, again, I can do stuff online, but I don't know how many people are actually watching me local, but I'm just sort of saying, I am very much in Clary Poppins mode. I always have been. I've always been able to like heal children like this, but they're really pushing it because Leo season's about children. Anyway, she's very magical herself, right? And the sun is in her 12th house right now. That's spirituality, that's just basic point blank magicalness is connected to Pisces. So I just knew when she was cutting about, she's always eyeing up my crystals and that, and the fairies are going to be delivering her one that she was really much wanting. So the fairies are going to be getting her one, you know what I'm saying? So the fairies actually, get her quite a lot, you know what I mean? And Auntie Claire delivers her by the fairies. Because I've got a connect, you know what I mean? I've got a hotline to the fairies and the angels, which she knows. Anyway, she had this card, right? And I was like, oh, what card do you got? Because I knew it was going to be something major. I was like, what's that? And she said, oh, I just really like this one. And I was like, oh, right. And I thought, that is going to say something really significant, right? This was yesterday. Turned it around. And this is going to be part of the message. Perfect timing. Oh, and look at my nails, are perfectly matching with it too. Love it. So, now's the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, there's that word, connected with a Virgo energy. As all of the ingredients are ripe for your success, everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. So, I very much feel that that is definitely going to connect with a lot of people out there, and it's going to be for very different reasons. For some people, it's about moving towards your twin flame. For others, it's about your twin flame moving towards you. For other people, it's about the twin flames, because we're all twin flames around here, unless you're somebody that's stumbled across this and yarn, and I just hope something helps you. It could be like where the other parts that you're at on your journey leading you towards your twin flame, which would even count you sorting your life out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it came out. Or because that's Virgo too. You know what I mean? Just getting things in order, you being in balance before you can come forward. I also pulled cards earlier that said balance, worry, and happiness. And I saw clairvoyantly that happiness is, because I said, right, what is stopping a lot of divine masculines from coming forward now? And I knew something about worry was going to come up, and I knew, because that's very Mercury and Virgo right now. That is very worry, you know, like worrying, overanalyzing it. Definitely, I connect that with that energy. Because it's always, you know, Virgo always just wants to know, it's like planning, and it's like always wants to know what's going to happen next. I work with a lot of Virgo placements, and I really understand people like that, but I can also really help bring them into alignment, you know, like realign where they're letting their mind run away with them. Because I balance divine masculine energy, which are mostly women I work with, you know, I can really balance that heart and head connection. And they can really help me back as well, by the way, when I'm needing that. It's the twin flame connection. But again, because of how long I've been on this journey, and because of the nature of what I do, it's like I can do a lot of that for myself now, you know what I mean? Like, but there are specific things in certain areas of my life that I need to get help from somebody that's in that mind space to help me shift in. But I really basically only do that with people I trust. Like, do you know what I mean? So, but what was I going to say? Which are the all actually, again, I'm very, because that can be like, so, well, I've seen that, you know what I mean, that you can see how I vibe with people that are in divine masculine energy. Again, that's only usually women that talk, but you can see when guys come on as well, it's like, it's the banter, it's like the back and forwards, we just all bounce off each other, don't we? It's great. It's like being able to really get on with people, but coming from a different perspective. That's what makes life interesting. Right, is that all we've got to say on that? Because I'm amazed at the things trying to... oh yeah, right, so the other thing she done. So again, I don't know where this is going to fit for people, but I do know that this is... going to connect with people. Right, so I was holding that angel, right, and I was like, right, do you want to give the angel a name? Because I said that in that video that I recorded, right, and she just comes out, yeah, she was like, Olivia, and I was like, oh, wait, Olivia, you've never mentioned that name, why Olivia? And she's like, I just like it, and I was like, oh, okay. So, and you know, you can do something hits you and you're like, that feels really significant. And then, so, you know, that was that, and you know, because I'm like, right, where's she getting that? Because I'm really practical, so I'm like, where's she getting that name from? So I was like, I take it there's someone at your nursery called Olivia or something. She was like, yeah. And I was like, right, but it's still, I could feel it meant something. Because when names come at me like that, just like Lily, because by the way, when I went for tea at my friend's house last night, when I got the most amazing massage, it basically transcended me to heaven, is what I'm saying. That was more than a massage. Yeah, she had lilies on the table, and I was like, oh my god, lilies again. Because we keep hearing the name Lily, as you all know. So I was like, right, why am I getting hit with Olivia now? So I went, and I can definitely connect this, right? I can definitely connect it, but I know it's going to make sense to other people, so I'm just putting it out there because they're telling me to. So I went through, right, I'm washing her hair, right, I'm trying to find a wee shampoo, because I thought I'm not really using the one that's about, you know, for dyed hair. Cutting about, you know, found this little travel shampoo. Yep, what was it called? The shampoo is called Olivia, right? I was gobsmacked. Now, she's only 4, she can't read, right? And I'm like, what do you think that says? Like, ask my niece. She's like, I don't know. And I was like, remember what you called the angel? She was like, yeah, Olivia. I was like, this shampoo is called Olivia. And I was like, what is going on? And then it didn't stop there, guys. It was like, there was something else I can't even really remember now, that it was something to do with the name Olivia. I was like, right, so that'll make sense to who it's meant to make sense to. Often the way this works is more than one person. And again, it could be anywhere. It's just that that would be a meaningful name to someone. It could be that, listen, you're called Olivia. It could be your twin flame's called Olivia. It could be like myself. It could be like myself, that because I was with my niece. It could be that someone's niece is called Olivia. It could be that your nephew's called Olivia. It could be that your auntie's called Olivia. It could be that it's not going to be your uncle, but listen, who's judging? The people call each other in. It's going to be something like this, right? But it's significant. Right, anyway, let's pull the Rumi card. But that, I said, because I felt it when she put it, I said, Josie, do you think that pulling that card has got something to do with you saying the name Olivia? And she was like, yeah. And then she just ran off playing to do something else. And I was like, yeah, I think that too. So, right, let's pull this one. So that's not going to be interesting. 18. 18 is the moon card. That is intuition. That's secrets. That is high priestess energy. That whole Olivia chat isn't going to resonate with everyone, but it will be for a few people. Right. Oh, and my friends just messaged me right as I've told that story. She must have felt me. Right. Sacred Union. Look, I just opened the page at Sacred Union, and these are union readings. I'll be fascinated if, like, more than one person connects with that Olivia thing, because I know that is going to connect with people out there, but it's just the way that spirit works. It's right. So, a new gown, weary and consumed by longing. I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. Oh, that's definitely right. Long story short, right, when I got that massage, I definitely know. Basically, I'm not going to go into all of it, right? But I was like totally wiped. 2-2-2-2. That's balance and partnership. We're in the last degrees of Libra moon, which is balance partnership. I was like running on empty. I mean, I was just very sleepy all day. My niece left about lunchtime, and I was just very, very sleepy. And so I thought, right, all I need to do is just get myself in the shower and just like fall into my pal's car, right? And so that's what I've done. And she's very great that when, and by the way, I'm always encouraging her to come and play on the chat. So if you're watching this, more than friend, bestie. I've got a few besties, but she's definitely one of my magical besties. Yeah, she needs to come and play. So, but just as I am patient with everyone else, I'll not force her. But if you are local, you're missing out, guys. You need this magical massage. I'm not even kidding. It was like that's why I'm good at encouraging people with their gifts. So anybody that's done mentoring with me, or even just a session, I'll hammer it home until you know how amazing your gift. I was like, no, I'm not shitting. Sorry if any of my, I've got other best pals that do massages, that their massages are magical too. I'm not even kidding when I'm thinking of my other best pal that does it, but she's not been doing it for a few years. So, but yeah, like this was seriously right up there, one of the best, because I'm just lost for words. Anyway, I was going a wee shamanic journey when I get something like that, right? And also I'd said to my friend, I was like, do you know why that's so amazing? Because I can feel your strength, like how empowered you are now. It was amazing when she done that a few years ago, before she was more empowered. But my friend wouldn't mind me saying that we've done a lot of work on boundaries and empowerment and and stuff like that, and then she's done loads of things elsewhere, and just I could feel someone's energy. You should really be aware of that, actually. Oh, see, this is very Mercury and Virgo. When you're getting something like a massage, even if they're not a holistic practitioner like what my friend is, it's like it is an exchange of energy. Like, because when I was at a spa day, as nice as the girl was when I went on my birthday, she was really lovely. She was also she was asking me about me, and then I was blathering away, and then because of my healer, it's like she was telling me some of her stuff, and I did soak up a lot of her stuff. And it was actually my friend, the same friend, had to massage me after, because it was like I had a severe pain in my shoulder, which I've said before. I felt, I was being told, and I could feel it. And then my friend that can like feel energy as well saw it visually, that it was connected to my masculine, basically. Like, so it's like wherever your twin gets, so I'm talking about me, but this is going to connect to other people. It's like wherever your twin gets hurt on any level, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, you'll feel it. So that, I don't know how it works for other people, but with me, it's like whenever I've got physical pain in my body, I can feel it's like something has hurt him. Yeah, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes it can be a wee mixture of all of it. You know, even like just, yeah. So basically, I could feel in yesterday, without going too deep into it, at one point when I was getting the mask, I started getting like the worst. It was just all this pressure in my head, like a really bad migraine, which I would connect with a lot of mental stress. And so I was being told that it was like, right, as soon as she gets to your feet, this is kind of ground it. And then anyway, I just felt all this energy release, and then it went away, and loads of other stuff happened. But I really do feel it was like I was being told that this is, you know, I've noticed that whenever I get, it's not just healing, because hopefully you should know that in the twin flame journey. The more you heal yourself, the more it heals your twin. And if you're watching this, you really do need to take personal responsibility to heal yourself. Your twin will do, because then your twin will follow suit and they will heal themselves too. But as you heal you, it heals them. Like, I've been doing the same daily, connecting to the new earth, clearing my chakras, balancing my energy, which has been balancing my energy, which has been balancing his energy. I've been doing that for years and years and years and years and years, and I've only got more disciplined and more strict about it as the days go on. So that's why I can connect with these new earth energies so easily, because I've been doing it for years. You know what I mean? And I'm specifically talking about new earth, because I'm not talking about a wee chakra balance meditation every day, or, you know, clearing your energy or cutting the cords. No. For me, I was told to disconnect from the old earth and connect to the new earth. And so if you don't do something like that and you resonate with what I'm saying, make a habit of it. Like, you know, I've got my journeys there to do that. I could do a smaller one if people want me to do a smaller one that you could do. I've been meaning to do that for a while, you know, if you like what I do, but you could always just find it in the videos as well. But basically, because I've been doing that, it's I feel it is really paying off. But what I'm saying is they're specifically saying something about and they're drawing me, it's like a book up there, they're drawing me to a book here that says words that heal. And I'm specifically, it's like they're saying, you know, the more you talk to your twin and just be like, you know, just say nice things. Just be like, you're loved, you're worthy, you can do this, I believe in you, I'm proud of you. Because you should say things like that to yourself. But if you feel like you've got quite a good handle in that, and, you know, you still talk to yourself like that, but you're not so negative self-talk as what you were, or perhaps you've eliminated it completely. Congratulations if you've done that. I feel we can always slip into it somewhere. But I know I've definitely went from doing it all the time to, I wouldn't say I never do it, but I don't do it as much. Just really, really talk to your twin, because they feel it. They feel it, and they will really, really need it. And actually, you see that, because the people that are very honest on the chat, like I say, it's that yous aren't maybe the best example, because yous are doing a lot of work, as are people that aren't talking too. But what I'm saying is, when people aren't feeling so good, it's great that the people that talk are so honest, because the people that aren't talking can see, well, just basically everyone can see, all right, they're in that divine masculine energy primarily, regardless of sex, and they're feeling really shit today, or they're really not, you know what I mean? So, this was maybe a bit of a shorter one. Right, I'm going to read the Rumi card now, but yeah, there is something about, you know, talking to your twin, really encourage them. Don't ever think that you've done enough, basically. Keep encouraging. It's a bit like how I said, most of my sessions are literally, it's as much as magical as I am, a lot of it is quite practical, and me just coming from my perspective. But again, it's, you know, like I always say, I've done so much work on my self-worth that I value that, like, you know, and I value my time now as well. I don't go ages over the time. It's like, look, you know, I can do what I can do in 30 minutes or an hour. To be honest, I can do it in less than that. It's just because I'm very close with people. People like, you know, it's very rare that people are going to be able to have a, you know, a kind of catch up on where they're at in less than an hour. And like I say, I don't mind when it goes a bit over an hour, because everyone that books with me most of the time is people that I know really well as it gets to 30 minutes. But that's funny when I say 30 minutes, but it's about valuing that the people that work with me value, and, you know, that basically I can do what I can do in 30 minutes or an hour or less because I've taken like decades to learn this stuff. Do you know what I mean? I could even say fucking past lives, but you know what I mean? It's like I've been learning this for 20 years on and off, all these different sorts of bits and bobs, because that includes my work with children, because I use that with inner child work. So this is obviously if people are just new to me, so sorry if it's boring everyone the bits that, you know, that you already know this. But people need it, you know, it's not as if it's not needed. Like, people need encouragement, they need to be told you can do it, they need to be told you're worthy, they need to be told, even like, you know, it's like I'm even hearing like, you know, so what if your twin flame does reject you? Like, you know, it's all part of it. It's like, you know, realise that you are amazing, and that like whoever isn't seeing your value, someone else will. But what I would say to you is, if your twin flame rejects you in a big way, especially if they do it in a kind of nasty way, they probably aren't your twin flame, because they keep making me channel that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because twin flames do reject you, but it's in a bit of a different way. It's like they'll just, you know, they won't respond, which, yeah, you can see that as not very nice, but it's usually from overwhelm. Anyway, right, okay, right, let's read this now. So, my spirit, yeah, so the point is make sure you are getting energy healing, make sure you're getting counselling if you really struggle there, make sure you're getting Reiki, shamanic healing, whatever you're led to, you know, there's loads of different things. Coaching, if you've, you know, done enough work on your self-belief and your self-love, and you know you're good there, but you just need an ass kicking. Like, for instance, my friend there, like, because she's done the bits and bobs of therapy with me and is confident in that way, it's like, anyway, because a lot of these people I do stuff with are my friends anyway, it's like it doesn't even need to be a session. Like, people, like my pal that phoned me on the beach the other day, and I was able to adjust her, and then this is another best pal, it's like, you know, and I was getting healing and having tea. It's not always about that, but like, again, it's not a coincidence that both these friends also, when they need something bigger and they know they need more of my help, they do book a session. And that's, again, I say this all the time, so people need to hear this. I feel like there's people that tune into me that are healers, or, you know, some kind of healing modality, and, you know, you maybe really do need to know what a good example of a friend valuing you is, and it's somebody that actually pays for your services if they can recognise that you've got the support that they need. Because that, it took me a long time to kind of work out as well, you know what I mean? Like, people, it's amazing how people will gaslight you so that they can kind of trick you into helping them. And actually, that's the same people that it's not like you're wasting your time. They will have learned from you, but because you will learn to value yourself and be like, oh my God, I'm not knocking my pan and helping someone love themselves when it's just they're going away and doing the same thing. It's a lesson for the both of you, like, not to knock your pan in doing that, and it's all learning. Yeah, because it's like, even that whole mates rates thing, like, that's dead and gone. As I got drawn to all the frees there, Ascension Masters, it never works out, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it just doesn't. We've got to value the time and effort that someone has put into learning a certain skill. And, you know, we all need to do that to one another. So, for instance, when I need a massage and one of my best pals does a massage, and it's not never just a massage, it's energy healing, and it's shifting, clearing energy, it's spotting where the bits that, like I say, with our back, we can't always see where we've been stabbed in the back emotionally, mentally, blah, 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 or when it's stuff specifically do our twin, because I can feel when it's my stuff, I can feel when it's my twin stuff, I can feel when I'm talking to a client, whether it's their stuff or their twin stuff. It always mirrors, right? It mirrors, but it's hard to explain. It mirrors, but it can be delayed with my experience. So, like, for instance, you could have went something through last year, and then your twin's going through the same lesson this year. You could have went through something a few years ago, and your twin's going through, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Might be in real time more specifically for other people, but I've just noticed that in myself and when I talk to other people. So, get the healing that you feel you need first and foremost, because it's always about focusing on you. When you have done quite a lot of work on that, keep doing it. Never feel like the work is done, but you'll probably be helping other people at that point. Or if you're anything like me, while you were going through it, you were also helping other people. Although I always like to say I stopped working with people when I was in my big dark night of soul, because I had to heal myself. So you got to take personal responsibility for it. It's not actually, I wouldn't advise working with people if you really are in a bit of a dark place, because that's, you should be focusing on yourself. Just my personal opinion. Like, because you know, when you give yourself time, this too will pass. You can go and work with people when you're through the worst of it. Like, focus on you, because that's another distraction. You know what I mean? You're just running away from facing your own shit, basically. Sorry, but true. I think the Scorpio moon must be coming in really soon, but it is, because I'm going kind of brutal honesty here. So I just got drawn to something about money in my room there when I said that. So again, that connects with the self-worth thing when I was talking about that. Right, this whole phone's getting really hot, and I'm going to read the end of this message. So, get a massage is a point as well. So, for some of you, it might be that you need to get some kind of physical, like, you know, like to ground you back into your body, and it might 36, it might be because your twin needs it. Oh, yeah, fucking hell. See, your twin needs it, and I just saw 36, and my twin's 36. So, again, it's, when I'm saying that about me, it's, that is connected to you as well. It's like, it might not be you're going guided to get a massage for you, but I mean, who doesn't need a massage? It's never going to be too much. It could be that that is going to be what brings your twin the grounding or the healing that they need somehow. And especially if it was like me and you're going to someone that does massage that also does energy work, which I would always advise. But just make sure you do resonate with them, because, you know, basically I wouldn't be getting a massage from anybody that that I didn't feel had good energy, basically. That's what I'm saying. Right, so... my spirit was lifted at once. See how that connected? I'm saying I felt my twin felt the healing from my massage. Well, you know, one day we shall see if that's true. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Oh yeah, and those cards that I pulled earlier, balance, worry, happiness. I felt it was saying I'm in balance. It was worry that was holding me back, but now I'm feeling happy. So, anyway. Love said, don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. That word devoted keeps coming up time and time again. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness. Right, I'm sorry. Is this just for my twin bot? Like, I mean, 85 and he was fucking 80. Well, he's not 85. He might be fucking 85 by the time we get to it. Anyway, I'm joking. Listen, he would get that banter. It's fine. I also got a notification about Back to the Future jammies yesterday on my eBay, because Back to the Future is one of my favourite films and I feel like I'm fucking living in it. Oh, Jennifer. Remember the girlfriend's called Jennifer, and we've got a few Jennifers on here. I was just reminded of that. And of course it says on the t-shirt something 85. So there's another synchronicity. Right, anyway. Oh god, there's more. Love embraced by spirit and all my doubts vanished at once. See what I mean? I felt pressure in my head. That was his. And as soon as I got further into the massage was going on, it felt like it lifted. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed on my shoulders. So see, those of you that are stuck in pride and ego, sorry again, brutal honesty, but if you're really procrastinating, delaying your own healing that you're being guided to take, trying to do it all yourself, whether you're man, woman, whatever you identify as, it's delaying your union, basically. You know, unions happen in divine timing, but it's kind of like I have to say to my friends all the time, quite a few of my friends or clients or you can't always palm it off as oh, it's all good, it'll work out whenever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it will. But if you're being guided to go and get a massage and you're never going to get the massage, if you're being guided to book a session with a healer and you're never getting the healer, or you're leaving loads of time in between, or if you are being guided to get therapy and you're not getting therapy, if you're being guided to change career and you're ignoring all the signs and you're staying in the matrix, which is about to collapse, basically, if you've learned some sort of healing modality and you're not even taking the slightest baby steps towards it, and you're staying stuck chasing the pentacles in the matrix, like, you know, basically this is like these are all my sessions lately have been about this, or even just informal conversations which are never that with a friend, because it's always like I'm channeling, they might look secure right now, and you might be safe and getting, you know, pulling in the money, and, you know, but don't stay in that kind of Capricorn cautious, you know, I don't love it, but the money's secure, because it's all going to fall through. It is. That's what the new earth is about. That it's all built on a false pretense. Again, I don't know what a lot of that. Well, I do and I don't. When I'm channeling this, it's like I just keep feeling that. I feel just that. And I'm not the only one that'll bring stuff like that through, but I specifically am not, with how all that works, I don't understand it, but what I do know is I've never been, all that Bitcoin and all that, just no. And yeah, you might have been somebody that's made a bit of money out of this, but whenever anyone's mentioned anything like that to me, I get a bad feeling. And I really do feel a lot of these jobs that people are stuck in that they don't love, it's not the way forward. It's like, so I'm not saying quit your day job and go and become a Reiki healer or whatever, but if you are being very much led to do some sort of healing modality or something creative that excites you, something fun, just like a total shift. And like when I said about, there was that woman that came for a session, and you know, she had a really high paid profession in that kind of realm. Again, I won't sort of say what it was. And then yeah, she just basically came away from it to go and do something very artistic. Now, she could have easily held on to that job because it was like a very kind of value, you know, in the Matrix, you know, in the kind of 3D world, we're like, oh wow, you're a doctor, oh wow, you're a lawyer, oh wow, you're, you know what I mean? It's like, but she wasn't fulfilled. And therefore, when she went to do something artistic, okay, the money didn't come in on next to nearly the same level, but then it did start to, and who knows where that can lead. You know what I mean? When you're doing what you love, people feel it. You see that with me, like people have always felt it when I'm doing it. It's just the bit that was missing was the Pentacles, ironically. So that actually, you know, I always say don't follow my lead in that way, because it really has been a very hard climb for me to be attracting the kind of money that I deserve. And the whole time I've been told, you know, you should be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, never mind a millionaire, because of how my Kundalini rising was spontaneous, because of I was already psychic from the minute I came out the womb, and then after my Kundalini you know, spontaneous awakening happened, like, oh, you know, within like 36 hours, which usually that happens, like that could take years to unfold for people. It is quite rare. I'm just going to own it. It's rare. But basically I was only ready to be seen for everything that I can do when I was ready, which I would say is only actually like now, like very recently, perfect timing. Like I'm just showing all of me. I can do lots of things. My soul is very old. You know, I've had many past lives, especially the stuff with astrology. Like I've baffled like highly trained astrologers with how I can do that, because I've had sessions with people where they're like, you're spot on. Do you know what I mean? So it's, I'm owning it. You know what I mean? And I'm just telling other people, like, go follow the fun. You know, you might get a bit of a hard paper round like me, and you follow the fun, and the money isn't following. But if you stay the course, and you trust, and you know, you be happy even though you haven't got a lot of money, and you're helping people that then actually do go away and make a lot of money. And most of the people, like I say, that I've worked with are very grateful. They're all still very good friends, but I have been scorned as well, and some people aren't that grateful. I've even been scorned by people who fucking don't pay the piper, do you know what I mean? But I'm laughing because I'm doing what I love, and I've got enough people around me that still make it worth it. So, but for most people, you could stay in a job until you've worked on something enough. But it's like I said to someone in a session last week, like, you know, just do anything. Like if you've trained in Reiki, just make sure you're doing a bit of self-healing each day. And then you'll get stronger and stronger, and then you'll know when to take the leap. If it's with other people that aren't, maybe haven't even done anything towards doing something that they want to do, start reading a book about it. Like, you fucking do something. Book a session with someone like me. Book a session with anyone you're drawn to that's going to excite you in the face of your dreams. I'm being shown clairvoyantly another best friend of mine that she'd had a session with me. You're actually fucking kidding me. I'm absolutely gobsmacked, guys. Wow, that's crazy. That's fucking mental. I'm gonna have to flicker away. I just mentioned my friend that I helped, and she literally phoned, like my phone's on silent. She's I just had to flick it away, but she started phoning me Oh my god. I'm going to have to show her this. She started phoning me as I was meant... Right, okay, anyway. I need to finish this anyway and get reading this card. So yeah, that friend that just felt... I swear to God, I'm gobsmacked. That happens all the time, but that is absolutely crazy. That's what happens in sessions, by the way. Not every time, but a lot of the time I'm channeling about someone's twin flame and they phone. That's fucking great, because she is a twin flame as well. So anyway, obviously, because she's done a session with me, but it's one of my friends. So basically, yeah, that friend came to me, and long story short, wasn't feeling fulfilled, was feeling stuck. I'm going to get her to talk at some point when she feels in a good place to do it. I'm going to get her to share her story like I done with Jennifer. There's a Jennifer mentioned again. Basically, yeah, it was feeling like shit, and I adjusted her and basically listened to her, and it put her in the direction of her dreams, which she is now doing. But she's got even so much more in her than even that to show the world, like Jennifer. And like my other friend that was giving me the massage, like all of you. But that is just absolutely crazy. But yeah, the point is like, it took a simple shift in perspective of, yeah, you can go and chase that dream. Who's made you feel like you can't? And then she went and done it. That's why I'm going to get her to share. And I'll need to phone her back after this. Right, so... Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. That fitted. Again, reading it again. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed at my shoulders. Love offered me the power of a new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. And you know, it's quite funny, they're guiding me to say that particular friend, I always just get really strong feeling that whenever my twin flame like is with me, that he'll really love... Well, he'll love all my friends, because if I love them, well, that's not always the case, but do you know what I mean? It's like I feel now, because it's just like but that friend I just know that you get on with like a house on fire. Yeah, and I just popped in my mind because they're quite similar. I have the perfect gift for you. It's a gown of new colours, of colours perfectly suited to you and no other. The colours of this gown, oh god, now I know. Right, I was listening to my Spotify earlier, and that Lady Gaga, I mean, I really don't like her, so I will not mention her, but that song, I'll Never Love Again, came on. And obviously it's about, you know, somebody's died, but it's more the line that was sticking out to me was like, don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to start another fire with anyone else. Like, I'd rather just, you know, because it's not going to be the same. And again, when I heard that song, it was like, I literally was like, oh my god, I could have fucking wrote that. Like, I really connected with it. But I feel this is where a lot of divine masculines are now. Like, oh my god, this is how they felt about me. Right, anyway. Right. The colours of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colours of this gown will make your skin seem luminous as if lit from within. For of course it is, beautiful angel. Your complexion is radiant with the light of your life. Your hair will shine with lustre, and your entire being will be complemented by this gown as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer that shabby, tattered cloak, so unworthy of you. You see, this is about divine masculines, men and women, shedding that old cloak where people have made you feel crap, basically. And I actually very much suspect my friend that was just phoning me there better not be, because somebody's made her feel like crap, because I'll be making her feel fucking amazing again, you know what I'm saying? Because she's a bloody diamond as well. That's why we're best pals, because it's like a lot of the people that are my best pals in real time now, it is people that I'm always just like, why, you know what I mean, like, this person's fucking amazing, and it's like, it angers me that people have made them feel like they're not. And actually, but all these friends that I've mentioned in this video are the people that when I was made, again, and people can't make you feel like something, but circumstances can be created where it adds to you feeling shit. That's a very counsellor talk. But yeah, long story short, when I was made to feel like a bit of shit on someone's shoe when I didn't deserve it, all these people brought me back to life. See what I said earlier as well about the people that on the chat and the people that I'm talking about right now? We're all connected. We all help lift each other up. That's beautiful. See, family of light feeling. So hold on no longer that shabby tattered cloak so unworthy of you. Cast it off. Let me grace your shoulders now with a royal robe instead, that you may shine beautifully as befits a royal child of the divine parentage. Ah, beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the divine mother skies. yet like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant. You may hold on to tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it is time to let go, you may take a pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling on to, you will be left stark, naked, exposed and vulnerable. These thoughts are not worthy of your status, but perhaps you are yet to realise you are the most sublime royal lineage, that you're worthy of a cloaked galaxies, a crown of stars, a body of sacred earth, and a voice of star music. Sorry, I'm just laughing because you know how I just said, this is how close the worlds can collide. I did share this. Oh, that's a song. There's a song called Collide that I used to like 10 years ago that literally did make me think of me and him, because it's about like being tangled up in each other. Like the dawn is breaking and I'm tangled up in you. Yeah, you might want to go and listen to that song. It's really old. But anyway, you know how I said, oh, I feel my twin flame would really like that friend of mine because he'd never met her. You know that like it was, we were quite convinced that actually he'd walked past her somewhere. Yeah, and they said morning. Like seriously, you know when it is just like you see someone even if you don't know them and you pattern like morning. And yeah, look, that is kind of weird that just popped into my head. Anyway, you may be craning your neck, but it's frustrating, isn't it? When you're like, wow, one of my best pals that he doesn't know is walking past the other half of my soul. It's like so near yet so far. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive a gift such as dignity, in whom such an authority vested, that you may no longer be the beggar asking for scraps and contending yourself with stale crumbs. You may simply decide to shed that, stand up, to walk with your head held erect and with regal grace, and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. That means no longer settling for karmic soulmate, like karmic soulmates, whatever you want to call them, just people that aren't your twin flame, because that ain't divine feasting. You might have some fun, you might even fall a little bit in love with these people, but you'll always be wanting more. You'll always be wanting your twin flame, that's the truth. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped in your heart. There is no other, we're sealed in the forehead too. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realise it. This oracle comes to wish you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. This feels like rebirth energy, the Scorpio moon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's shifted into Scorpio moon as I'm channeling this actually. I'll put in the comments if I check and it's Scorpio moon as soon as I've finished. But I think it's more going to be in a few hours, but I'll check. It'll be by the time you're watching this, it probably will be Scorpio moon. Your sense of your sense of your self-worth and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realised in a way of more potent than ever. It doesn't really matter though, because you could be watching this like a year from now and someone will still hear what they need to hear. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. By the way, humility and being humble is also Virgo and Mercury going into Virgo. So it's, you know, it's like say Leo is about pride. And that's why I've been, you know, shouting loud quite a lot about what I'm good at and sharing reviews and, you know, done that interview with Jennifer, because this is what I'm good at. It's what I've been good at the whole time, and I just keep getting better because I practice. Practice makes perfect. Again, Virgo wants to be perfect. You're never going to be perfect, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty fucking amazing at what I do. Never mind good. And so are you. And you need to be told that out there. Book a session. That was quite good. But it's true. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honour yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realisation. What a gift it is to cast aside belief of inferiority and superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what others may think, whether they hold it in glory or there isn't, don't know what that means. Who cares? Not you, nor I. Your royal heritage has been revealed, and seeing the divinity within yourself. And again, twin flames, we are gods and goddesses. We're meant to be living like ascended masters, gods and goddesses. You are special, and you are here to help people. And you need to be seen to help people. This is also what I said to my friend. Probably what I'm going to have to say to my other friend that I'm going to phone back. Your royal heritage has been revealed. Oh, I just read that bit. My hand's getting sore. Shit. Craze searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart. Reminds me of being the alchemist. back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, your twin flame. Right, ow. You know that's going to become a thing, eh? When I kept saying it, it reminds me like, beloveds, make me a cup of tea, please. Always add the please on. When my nieces forget to say please and thank you, I'm like, please, thank you. Because again, my soul is in the house of Virgo. Politeness is something that I love. Just like when my twin flame was rushing to see me one night at like a crazy time in the morning, and he spilt beer on the mat, and then I heard him being like, oh, sorry, mate. And then when he came up, I was like, why were you saying sorry? Like, I don't know, you just sounded like really polite. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, oh, I gave the taxi driver money because I spilt beer on it. And I was just like, oh my God, I love you. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, I do, isn't that, come on. That isn't, anyway. It just popped into my mind. But do you know what I mean? It's like, that does turn me on. Someone that's polite. Obviously not with everyone. If it was just someone that I'm not madly in love with, I'd just be like, oh my God, they're so polite. I said it the other day, actually. I said it on the live the other day when it was like, I think Charlotte and Michelle were being very nice to each other. I was like, oh my God, that's so polite. Right, anyway. So funny. But again, it's not funny. Do you know what it is? It's probably because my twin flames had a lot of shit said, like me. Willa had a lot of people not recognising these little things about him. Because this is what I'm here to do. Whether it's me recognising that about him, or him recognising that about me, or me recognising that about my clients or anyone around me, that is a big part of my gift. I'm here to see in people what other people miss. Even people that are good at what they do, like other healers. I am the healer that will see everything in you because of that Pluto. 0 degrees in Scorpio as the moon's about to move into Scorpio. Now I really won't be surprised if it's in Scorpio because that'll be making me why it's such a deep message. And yeah, anyway, right, okay. You're stepping into empowerment and wait a minute. United again with great beloved, united again. now I'm hearing Michelle when she wrote, and it feels so good, reunited and you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes as sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honoured. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games by karmics, because that's what will happen the closer you get to your twin flame. Don't fall for it, twin flames. You're worth so much more than that. You're tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. They won't fucking like it. Doesn't say that, obviously, but I added it in and it's relevant. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment. The ones that will be love and acknowledgement will be a family of light. Cherish them. I added that bit in too. Calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. See, that's Leo energy. But healthy Leo energy will be proud of the work they do and how they help people. Those voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. Right, so listen to these words. I cast aside lesser crowns. Open your hands up to the heavens and say aloud, I receive the royal gown descending through grace. Slowly, gently guide your hands down from over the top of your head alongside your body as though drawing a royal robe over your head. Allow your hands to gently touch the floor as though the robe completely covers you. Sit comfortably and visualize and tend the most beautiful gown of many colours surrounds you. You may or may not be aware of the colours. You may see layers of shimmering light, stars or roses or more. You may hear the gown singing like a choir of angels and gurgling as though it's a fountain of liquid gold. Let it be as it is for you, as subtle or powerful as it wishes to be. Whatever happens for you is perfect. I can feel a lot of energy around the upper crown and the soul star chakras. When you're ready, simply open your eyes.